What's up? Look at that. As soon as I start, my phone rang. But that is okay. I'm going to put it on silence. Now, what is up, leading ladies? How are you guys? I am popping on tonight. I am popping on because I was asked a question in my Facebook group about how to build confidence in your position at work. So I wanted to share those 3 tips with you guys because the hard truth is you are going to be judged in your position. Like that is what it is. I know you remember possibly being in a meeting and maybe there was a new person or someone who rarely speaks be called on. And even in that moment, you're like, I wonder what she's going to say. I wonder, how he or she will do. And in that moment, you are just judged, and it happens. Your boss is going to judge you. You're going to be evaluated. There's things that happen. You're going to be judged. So it's important for you to know how to portray yourself in the best light, to be fully confident and really just own up to your position. So let's talk. The first step to actually do that is by using what I call the F.O.C.U.S method. Now, I've been talking about this for a little while, but if you're new to me, the F.O.C.U.S method is an acronym. So it's like 5 steps into one. The F.O.C.U.S method is familiarizing yourself with your position, the organization, and really understanding where you are and how and what's going on. It's like if you got missions and you're in the military, then it's understanding missions. If you're in corporate, there's different projects that's going on. So familiarize yourself with your organization and know who's who in the world. Who is the boss hog? Who are the higher ups, the high echelon people that you really need to, acknowledge. You want to really own your space. You want to own your personality and leverage your personality. And what that means is, I know I'm an extrovert, so I know my best time to kind of like network and navigate and really check in on people at work is to do that in the afternoon, because my voice is it's loud. So my voice travels in the hallway. So being an extrovert and really, greeting everybody is best done in the afternoon. Like I make my money after lunch. I know that. You want to master the art of communication, and that is knowing how to speak to your peers, your bosses, how to speak to your team in a way that they feel comfortable sharing their experiences and, really assisting you with what is the objective. The U is to utilize your connection. So as you're integrating yourself with your organization and the company, you really want to know how to place yourself and rub elbows with the right people. Your peers, you want to know who's plugged in so you can just talk to and make those proper connections, because connections are used to level up. And then the last thing of the F.O.C.U.S method is to step outside your comfort zone. So seek opportunities that make you uncomfortable, because that's how you grow. Now, all that is step number 1. That is the F.O.C.U.S method. So step number 1 of building confidence is utilizing the F.O.C.U.S method. Now, this goes right into step number 2, which is becoming self-aware of who you are. Now, think about self-awareness as understanding what are those external factors or those internal factors that really tug on your confidence level, that make your stomach a little bubbly, that makes you like, oh boy. Because I remember these times, for me, for example, in a meeting, my confidence used to be challenged in meeting. In that moment, I had to become self-aware of what it is that triggered me. So I knew I was thinking like, oh boy, they about to call on me. I might be stuttering over my words, like I'm already feeling defeated and negative. I'm like, do I even know what's going on right now? So what I had to do is become self-aware of what it is that was triggering me internally. And I had to reposition. I had to refocus my energy on what it is that I can do to portray myself in the best light. And in that moment of, being able to breathe, that means I had to be good at speaking. So I erased all that negativity, like, okay, they want to see me talk. They want to see me really show up in this moment when they call on me. So I use a script. When I'm about to brief, when I'm in meetings and it's about that time, I use a script, jot down my little words, like, okay, this is what I'm about to say. Because I like to conceptualize things. I like to see it on paper, do a little rehearsal in my head real quick so that when they say, okay, Della, your turn, I'm like, okay. Well, this is what's happening based on the situation. And it's like go mode. So in those moments where you're feeling like you lack confidence, really become self-aware of what it is that's even making you feel that way, and reposition yourself to perfect that craft. Focus your energy on what it is that you need to actually do so that you can excel at that and actually focus on doing great at that. And then step 3 of building confidence in your workplace is to practice. Practice. Nobody is great from the jump. Nobody. So you have to practice at being great. That's waking up in the morning when you're brushing your teeth. Say you got a meeting or something going on. Practice that elevator pitch, or whatever it is that's bothering you. Practice. If you're on the way to work, all that idle time while you're, on the way to work, use that time to really practice your skills. If you're trying to remember what's going on in the organization, or you're just trying to familiarize yourself, just practice, research, practice, do all of those things. So let me go back over those 3 tips to build confidence in your position at work. Number 1 was utilize the FO.C.U.S method. Now that's a 5-step method condensed. So utilize the FO.C.U.S method. You want to become more self-aware of those triggers and what it is that actually impacts your confidence level, and then kind of reposition that focus on actually just doing a task, perfecting your craft. And the 3rd step is to practice. No great person just starts out by being great. You have to continue to practice at it. Regardless, you just, practice. For example, when I was giving the example of briefing, that was one of my things that I knew my stomach used to get all bubbly inside. So therefore I had to practice to be great at that. And that called for me, talking out loud, writing scripts, and understanding my process. And for me, I know I do better when I write things down. I do better when I can conceptualize and see it on paper, like, okay, this is what I'm about to say. I don't like that word. Let's go ahead and switch it back, so that when I'm called on, I'm ready to show up. And in that moment, this is like a bonus tip. When you're trying to exude that confidence, you want to just be aware of some of your mannerisms too. Confidence can be shown in body language. So like if you're fidgety, you do like little hand things, try to hold it in a little bit. If you avoid eye contact just because it makes you like a little, iffy, really try to focus and practice on looking at people in their eyes. And there's some other things to do. Like, you ever heard somebody with squeaky voice when they're speaking and briefing? You're like, they're nervous. You want to start practicing to get over those things. So once you become self-aware, practice on those things that you need to work on in order to be better in your position. So in the comment section, let me know what it is that you're currently struggling with in terms of confidence in your position in that work. And then let me know what industry you're actually working in. I'd love to know what it is that is bothering you, so that I can, help and facilitate, provide advice, where I can. So definitely feel free to hop in the comment section and let me know what it is. If you're feeling, that you're lacking confidence at work currently, what is it? When do you feel less confident? Talk to me now. Let's do it. Hey, Alicia, what's up, girl? Yes. That quiet, subtle confidence is key. Yes, it is. That is a true statement. I love it. Love it. Honestly, like it's a thing. Like people think, it's like fake the phone. You gotta fake it till you make it type thing. One of my bosses told me, like, even when I'm briefing, you could never tell that I don't know what I'm talking about. And I just talked about like the body language and just how you kind of convey yourself. Like I literally, half the time, I'm just saying it, because you have to be confident. You have to practice that posture and positioning yourself. So it's a skill, man. It takes practice. Yes. So people who are listening to the replay, go ahead and hit pound replay so that I know that you were on, and drop your comments as well if you're watching the replay. I'm going to wrap it up tonight. I know it's quite late. So I hope that you guys took something away from those 3 steps. Play it back slow, whatever the case may be. But for tonight, that is all I have. And until next time, this has been Max Perspective, bringing you a fresh point of view. I ain't did that in a while. I feel like that was my thing. That was my thing.